Hello, traders. This is your trader's friend. Thank you for joining me today for another video. I am so glad you could be here with me. I wanted to give you a peek into my trading this morning. This is the Euro USD 15 minute, Euro JPY 15 minute. And I ended up on the wrong side of the trade in both of these pair. Generally, I trade 2 to 4 currency pair in the morning. The reason for that is because it's so much easier to meet and exceed my daily take profit goal level. I'm going to explain to you why I have these lines on my chart and where it is they're coming from. Now, when I get to my charts in the morning, what I do, I go to my 4-hour time frame. And on my 4-hour time frame, I mark a possible point of resistance, and I generally do the most recent resistance, and I mark my levels of support. Now, this price action was not here when I marked this level earlier. Then I go to my hourly time frame. Everything is confirming bearish. Then I go to my 15-minute time frame. On my 15-minute time frame, I shrink my price action and I draw my trend line. So I actually draw my trend line on my 15-minute time frame. And you will notice that every trade in harmony with this bearish trend was much more profitable than the trades going against the trend. But when I got up, there was so much bearish price action, and we had an economic report. So I decided to wait until I got a bounce in the market. Now, I expected a bounce here, but I got my candle closed below the support level. So what I did, I went back to my 4-hour chart. I went back in that chart to see my next possible point of support. And you'll see, sure enough, this candle got here and it bounced off. This is where I got in trouble. And I got in trouble both time frames. You see right in there and right in there. I got in trouble. So what I did is once I marked this level, I expected price to pierce through it, because any traders, most of the traders who were going long here, if they were going to do a stop loss, then they put their stop loss somewhere down here. So generally what happens is, a lot of times, and you've had this happen to you too, because I've had it happen to me, you place your stop loss, the next candle comes along, takes out your stop loss, and then goes the other way. So once I actually waited for this pierce of this level, so I was expecting this. When I got this pierce, I was then looking to go long. I waited for this next candle to close, and then when I got down here, that's when I decided that I was a market mind reader, and I decided to go long down here. That did not work out. Price actually dropped down here. Then we got the reversal with the confirmation that I was waiting for. Both trades, and I actually took a trade down here as well. Once I got my reversal with confirmation, then I took the trade probably somewhere in here, got maybe about 15 pips, and I was out. But both of the trades actually ended up working out. I took the trade long down here for 10 pips. It closed in profit. And I took the trade somewhere down there, and it closed again in profit. But it was a more risky trade. Please wait for proper confirmation before you enter a trade. Also, I want to explain to you why it is I trade 2 to 4 currency pairs in the morning. The reason I do this, or I generally, period, I trade 2 to 4 currency pairs. In my day trading, what it does for me is it limits my risk to the market. So I'll generally trade for anywhere from 10 to 20 pips. If I do it on two time frames like these two, and they move pretty good, so getting 15 pips out of these two pairs is not hard. So if I get 15 pips a piece at the same time out of these two pairs, bam, I have my 30 pips. If I decide to take on a trade with both of them later for 10 pips each, bam, now I have 50 pips. So what that does for me is it gives me the advantage of limited liability in the market. I'm able to get in and get out with my profit in an hour and a half to 2 hours per day. I have met and most of the time exceeded my daily take profit goals. Have a great trading week, guys. You can do this. Please practice, drill, and rehearse on your demo account. I am here if I can help you. If there's anything I can answer for you, if I know the answer, I'll tell you. The reason I know what I know is mostly because I've gone broke. So, if there's anything that I can do to help you, please let me know. I have no secret, but you must invest in your education. Another thing I want to mention is when I ended up screwing up here and here, I actually took pictures of that this morning. When I learn a lesson in the market, I take a picture of it a lot of times. Sometimes I make myself a personal video and I'll go back and I will make notes of what happened, why it happened, and where I messed up. Guys, you can do this. It's not rocket science, but you must practice, drill, and rehearse and invest in your education. Have a terrific rest of the day.